Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is continue to read the Iliad by Homer. I'm going to read it. But since the gods ordained it all, these desperate years, I wish I had been the wife of a better man, someone alive to outrage and withering scorn of man. This one has no steadiness in his spirit. Not now, he never will, and he's going to reap the fruits of it. I swear, but come in. Rest on the seat with me, dear brother. You're the one hit hardest by the fighting. Hector, you more than all, and all for me. All that I am, and this blind, mad Paris, all the two of us. Zeus planted a killing doom within us both, so even for generations still unborn, we will live in song. Turning to go, his helmet flashing, tall Hector answered, "Don't ask me to sit beside you here, Helen. Love me as you do. You cannot pursue me now. No time for rest. My heart races to help our children. They long for me sorely whenever I am gone. But rouse this fellow, won't you? And let him hurry himself along as well, so he can overtake me before I leave the city. For I must go home to see my people first, to visit my own dear wife and my baby son. Who knows if I will ever come back to them again? Or the deathless god will strike me down at last at the hand of Argive fighters." A flash of his helmet, and off he strode and quickly reached his sturdy, well-built horse. But white-armed Andromache, Hector could not find her in the house. She and the boy and the servant finally gone were standing watch on the tower, sobbing, grieving. When Hector saw no signs of his loyal wife inside, he went to the doorway, stopped, and asked the servants, "Come, please, tell me the truth now, women. Where is Andromache gone? To my sister's house? To my brother's wives, with their long flowing robes? Or Athena's shrine, where the noble children women gather to win the great green goddess over?" A busy, willing servant answered quickly, "Hector, seeing you want to know the truth, she hasn't gone to your sister's brother's wives or Athena's shrine, where the noble children women gather to win the great green goddess over. Up to the huge gate tower of Troy she's gone, because she heard our men are so hard pressed, and Achaeans fighters coming on in so much force. She sped to the wall in panic like a mad woman. The nurse went with her, carrying our child." At that, Hector spun and rushed from his house, back by the same way down the wide, well-paved streets throughout the city until he reached the Shan gates, the last point he would pass to gain the field of battle. There his warm, generous wife came running up to meet him, Andromache, the daughter of gallant-hearted Aeson, who had lived below Mount Placos, rich with timber, in Thebes below the peaks, and ruled Cilicia's people. His daughter had married Hector, helmed in bronze. She joined him now and following in her steps. A servant holding the boy against her breast, in the first flush of life, only a baby. Hector's son, the darling of his eyes, and radiant as a star. Hector would always call the boy Scamandrius. Townsmen called him Astyanax, lord of the city, since Hector was the lone defense of Troy. The great man of war breaking into a broad smile, his gaze fixed on his son in silence. Andromache, pressing close beside him and weeping freely now, clung to his hand, urged him, called him, "Reckless one, my Hector, your own fiery courage will destroy you. Have you no pity for him, our helpless son, or me, and the destiny that weighs me down, your widow, now so soon? Yes, soon they will kill you off, all the Achaeans' forces massed for assault, and then bereft of you. Better for me to slink beneath the earth. What are the warmth, what comforts left for me, once you have met your doom? Nothing but torment. I have lost my father, mother's gone as well. Father, the brilliant Achilles laid him low when he stormed Cilicia's city filled with people. Thebe with her towering gates, he killed Aeson. Not that he stripped his gear, hid some respect at last. For he burned his corpse in all his blazoned bronze, then heaped a grave mound high above the ashes. And the nymphs of the mountain planted elms around it, daughters of Zeus, whose shield at storm and thunder, and the 7 brothers I had within our house, all in the same day, went down to the house of death. The great godlike runner Achilles butchered them all, tending their shambling oxen, shining flocks. And mother, who ruled under the timberline of woody Placos once, he no sooner hailed her here with his other plunder than he took a priceless ransom, set her free, and home she went to her father's royal house, where Artemis, showering arrows, shot her down. You, Hector, you are my father now, my noble mother, a brother too, and you are my husband, young and warm and strong. Pity me, please. Take your stand on the rampart here, before you orphan your son and make your wife a widow. Draw your armies up where the wild fig trees stand, there where the city lies most open to assault. The walls lower, easily overrun. 3 times they have tried that point, hoping to storm Troy, their best fighters led by the great and the little Ajax. Famous Idomeneus, Atreus' son, valiant Diomedes, perhaps a skilled prophet, revealed the spot. All their own fury whips them on to attack. And the tall Hector nodded, his helmet flashing. At this weighs on my mind too, dear woman, but I would die of shame to face the men of Troy and the Trojan women trailing their long robes if I would shrink from battle now. A coward, nor does the spirit urge me on that way. I've learned it all too well. To stand up bravely, always to fight in the front ranks of Trojan soldiers, winning my father great glory for myself, for in my heart and soul I also know this well. The day will come when sacred Troy must die. Priam must die, and all his people with him. Priam who hurls the strong ash spear. I'm going to stop here today and continue next time. Thank you for watching.